Hey everyone, and welcome back to my astrology series. Today we are doing Aquarius. Aquarius people are risk takers. They have a great imagination and they would not be afraid to try the look that I'm going to do today. It's very colorful, it's very cool toned, it's very imaginative. So let's get started. I've already pre-applied certain products to just kind of shorten the video up and skip over the boring parts. So far I've applied EOS lip balm. My foundation today is LA Colors liquid makeup in the shade True Beige because this is a cool look, so I didn't want to do my usual bronzy Physicians Formula makeup that I've been doing this summer. So this is a little bit lighter and the coverage on this is also light. So this is going to be more like my real skin color than what I've been using. And then I used NYX Dark Circle concealer in the shade Light under my eyes, on my dark circles I should say. And then I just tried to do some spot concealing with another NYX concealer called Above and Beyond Full Coverage Concealer in the shade Porcelain. And I did fill in my brows with NYX Micro Brow Pencil and Taupe. Oh, and I did use Milani face powder in the shade Light. This is the Multitasker powder. Alright, so we're going to take it from there. So this is not going to be a go to school, go to work type look. This is not a wearable look. It's going to be more of a editorial type, just having fun type look. So you might not even want to leave the house with this on. We'll see. I'm going to start off by using a highlighter as a blush. So see, I'm already jumping into crazy town. I'm going to use L'Oreal Paris True Match Lumi Powder Glow Illuminator in the shade Ice. And that is what that looks like. And this is just going to put a sheen on my cheeks. I'm going to use my Sephora Pro Flawless Airbrush in number 56 to apply that. And this has 4 different shades in it. This is a very cool toned highlighter. And I'm just going to swirl my brush in all 4 shades. And I'm just going to stipple that on in the same area that I would normally apply my blush. So this is just going to give me a cool sheen to my face. So kind of subtle, but not really. I think it would probably show up a little better in person than it is on the camera. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my NYX Jumbo Eyeshadow Pencil in Milk, and I'm going to use this as an eyeshadow base today because the colors that I'm going to use are really going to pop against this white base. And one of the shadows that I'm using is a very glittery type shadow, so it will adhere better to a sticky, creamy base. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some of this right on my finger like that and apply it with my finger because I feel like cream bases apply a lot better with your fingers. So I'm going to put the majority of the color on my lids and then sort of fade it up, thin it out as I go up. Do the same thing with the other eye. Okay. So the first eyeshadow that I'm going to work with is MAC Aquadisiac, and this is a luster finish, which means it has sparkle glitter in it, and it's an aqua color. This is one of the very first MAC eyeshadows I ever bought. The first time I ever went to the MAC counter and bought eyeshadows, I got Aquadisiac, Silver Ring, and Floof. Those were the very first 3 colors I ever bought. So a lot of people aren't crazy about the MAC luster eyeshadows, but I happen to like them. They're just not really, you know, as easy to work with or as wearable as a lot of the other finishes. But this is the first color that I'm going to use in the look. And I'm going to start with a MAC 239 brush, which is the shader brush, the white shader brush. And I'm going to put this on my lids. So this is a beautiful aqua shade. Yeah, I don't really have any problem with the luster eyeshadows, but some people do not like them. But as you can see, this still has plenty of color to it, even though it has the shimmer and glitter in it. So I'm just kind of packing that all over the lid area. Alright, the next color I'm going to use is an old discontinued eyeshadow from Milani called Blue Ice, and this is when their eyeshadows used to look like this. Now, MAC Freshwater is the exact same color as this. The color, the texture, everything. So I don't feel the need to buy the MAC Freshwater because I have this and it's so similar that, you know, why buy the other one when I really don't need it? So this is the color I'm going to use today. But if you, obviously you can't get this eyeshadow anymore, so if you wanted to substitute, this is the shade that we're going for. It's just a very bright blue color. But it has a very specific tone to it, and this does have shimmer in it. So I'm going to use my Rite Aid Renewal eye brush to apply this, and we're gonna put this in the crease and a little bit on the outside part of the eyeshadow, eyelid, not eyeshadow. Alright, I'm gonna start in the outside part of my eye here. Yeah, these were available from Milani a long time ago. I came across some one day at Dollar Tree, and I was so surprised at how lovely the texture is. So I went to a few other Dollar Trees trying to hunt some down, and I think I ended up only finding 3 altogether. And I used to love blue eyeshadow, but I've kind of gotten away from colored eyeshadows in the last few years, and sometimes I really miss it. So every once in a while it is fun to do something with color. There's more to life than neutrals. But when I first started my channel, I didn't wear neutrals at all. I only wore colors. So over the course of the last 6 years, my tastes have changed. But I want to try to mix it up more and do you know, a variety of things. But anyways, yeah, these eyeshadows have a really nice texture to them. So if you ever see them at a store that does closeouts like Big Lots or Dollar Tree, or, you know, any kind of store like that, the 3 shades that I found I really like, so I would say, you know, pick them up if you find them. There were some unique colors in this line when it was out originally. Okay, so now I'm going to take some and just brush it on the outside part of the eyelid and just kind of, you know, merge these 2 colors together a little bit. Like so. Alright, the next thing I'm going to do is take my e.l.f. C brush, which looks like that. This is from the Studio line. And this is so great for blending. So I'm going to try to blend out that outside area so that it's not so harsh. And as you can see, this brush is absolutely fantastic at this task. You actually have to be careful that you don't overblend. So I'm going right on the outside edge to just kind of fade that out so that we don't have any harsh lines like that. Alright, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Zoeva pencil brush and I'm going to go back into Aquadisiac. And I'm going to apply some of that along the lower lash line in the center part of my eye. Right in the middle on my lower lash line. And then I'm going to take a different brush, Zoeva Precise Shader brush, and I'm going to go into the blue eyeshadow and do the outside part of my eye on the lower lash line. I don't want to use the same brush because when I get to the other eye, it would, you know, it would mess it up. So I want to just use separate brushes for each color. Okay, so we've got blue on the outside, aqua in the middle, and then I'm going to take a NYX pencil in white. It says eye/eyebrow pencil, and I'm going to put some of that on the inside part. And I'm not going to use the NYX jumbo pencil because it isn't narrow enough to get precise with it. So I'm just going to dab a little bit of this white on the inside part like that. Alright, and then now I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other eye. I've already done the lid, so we'll go back to the Milani Blue Ice shadow and do that crease. See, I told you it was going to be colorful. And I'm going to do a colorful lip too. And they always tell you, you know, don't do a bright lip with a bright eye, but like I said, this is just for fun. I wouldn't necessarily wear this in real life. I mean, when I was getting this look together today, I was like, oh God, do I have to go anywhere today? I don't want to go out in public with this look on because it's just, you know, not really a wearable look, but it is a lot of fun. Okay. And let's see, we'll go back to the e.l.f. C brush and just blend out the edge of that a little bit. And then go back into the Zoeva pencil brush and pick up a little bit of that and do the lower lash line in the middle. And then the Zoeva Precise shader brush dipped into the Milani Blue Ice shadow on the outside part. And then that NYX slim pencil, or it just says eye/eyebrow pencil in white. And put some of that on the inside part of the eye. Okay, now I'm going to do Milani Lasting Drama Waterproof Gel Pencil in Sleek Onyx. I'm going to put that on my tight line. This is just a black pencil that glides on easily. Ooh. That hurt. Had to make sure that I didn't injure myself there because I caught the edge of the eyeliner on my eye, and I wanted to make sure I didn't cut myself or anything. That's why it's not good to keep old mascaras and things like that. And if you use a liner and you've had it for a really long time, if you haven't used it in a while, it's a good thing to sharpen it, because if there's any bacteria on the end of it and it gets in your eye, you can get an eye infection. So this pencil is practically brand new, so it should be okay. But yeah, you want to be real. Normally I don't mess up like that when I'm doing my tight line. I usually just, you know, glide right across, but it must have just been the angle I was holding it. I hit this plastic piece there, so I'm starting to think the Master Kajal might be safer than this type. So anyways, I'm putting some black liner on the tight line just to give it some definition. You can see how that really pops against the color. Oh yeah, this is definitely scary. I can't switch now though, because if I switch to the other eyeliner, it's gonna look strange. But yeah, I feel like the Master Kajal has a really long, the part where the product is a lot longer, so you're less likely to poke yourself with that other part. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go back to the other kind in the future. That was scary. And can be dangerous. Okay, so now I'm gonna use CoverGirl SuperSizer mascara. Yeah, I think the aqua and the blue look so pretty together. Okay, so let's see what's next. Lips. Alright, I'm going to start with MAC Pro Longwear Lip Pencil in Dynamo. And this is a perfect match for MAC lipstick in Relentlessly Red. Now the color name on this is a little deceiving because this lipstick is sort of a cross between red, pink, and coral. It's the most unusual color. I had never seen anything like it before I bought this. But it's very cool in tone. So it's bright and it's cool, but it's pink, coral, and red. It's all three colors mixed together. So that's what we're gonna do on my lips, and this is really getting crazy now. But I've warned you several times this is not a wearable look. But Aquariuses would not be afraid to try this. They probably just wouldn't leave the house once they did. It's fun to do things like this sometimes. You know, we get so bogged down in practical looks that we forget to have fun and experiment with color. See how cool that tone is? Alright, I'm gonna go take my hair down and I'll be right back. Alright, so that is the completed colorful Aquarius look, and I hope you enjoyed that, except for the part where I poked myself in the eye. I hope you didn't enjoy that part. Alright, so thanks for watching, you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.